Alright, if you remember from last episode, I said we'd head to Fellwood, like some gunk in my eyes. We would head to Fellwood today and do this Strength of the Corruption, the Strength of Corruption quest, which I think is gonna be a pretty quick quest. And I don't really remember there being a follow up to this, but the way this quest ends without any reward kind of makes me think there's a follow up, or maybe. Like, I don't know, maybe it opens some other quest line elsewhere, but I just sort of assume there's a follow-up to it, but I'm not really sure about that. And then these are, we're killing Anger Claw Grizzlies and Fellpaw Ravagers, which I think we just killed about a dozen of each. Anger Claw Grizzlies and Fellpaw Ravagers. Now, I think they're up here. I know there's like wolves and bears all throughout the zone. So as we move along, oh, you know what I forgot? I should have brought my, my Fellwood corruption thing lets me collect the corrupted shards. I left it in the bank, I think 2 episodes back, or last episode I put it in the bank, thinking I wouldn't use it for a while, because I forgot I had a Fellwood quest coming up. It's probably not worth the flight back. I'm just not flying out of Orgrimmar. It's probably not worth it. Yeah, it's nice. There's some benefits to having those, getting some of those items. Like, for sure, they're like free consumables. But I don't think I really want to go back to it. There's some rare spawns in the zone, but none of them really drop anything unique. They just drop, I think, just generic green, so nothing really that interesting. But yeah, we're coming up here now. I guess the Darkmoon Fair starts in a couple weeks, okay. So we're flying up here right now. We're gonna land in, it doesn't actually show on the map, does it? Anyway, it's Blood Venom Post, so we'll show, I guess it's, this Songflower here is labeled thanks to my add-on. Hopefully we'll get a Songflower buff. We'll check this one and this one on the way up to this area, and we'll probably just follow the main road, hopefully not get ganked by any high-level alliance, which is entirely possible. Fellwood's a pretty commonly populated zone by high-level characters due to the minerals, but more likely due to the herbs. Plague Bloom spawns in the zone, and Plague Bloom is worth a lot. It's worth about 2.5, almost 3 gold on the Horde side, maybe more on the Alliance side, I don't know. Charlie Bear the Druid, that was cute. So I'm just gonna fly over here. Wee Time, the Undead Mage, okay. Or Wet Time, probably Wee Time. Wet Time, I don't know. Yeah, so we'll head up here and do these quests, and I think they're all up here. But like I said, there are some like bears and wolves like just along the way up here, and those might be the same mobs. I think the Anger Claws are higher level bears. There's a corrupted Songflower there. Okay, that's not helpful for us. We don't have enough of the shards to cure it, and they're in the bank anyway, so yeah, whoops. Let's get Panda Cub when we land. There's a mithril deposit underground there, that's fine, I don't really care about that. Yeah, so we're just gonna do this quest and then we'll head down to, got our carrot out right now. Let's see, is a Songflower buff up? I don't see one. I don't see the plant, so it's gonna be a while before one respawns here. Alright, let's buff. Cool. Am I recording? Yeah, good. Alright. I've got our heal hammer that I'm going to put in the bank next time we get a chance. And these are some things that I think we sell. My add-on says that the vibrant plumes aren't worth selling, they're worth vendoring. I'll check the auction house for that. The wicked claws I think are worth putting on the auction house though, rather than just vendoring. You know, I haven't really worked on engineering for a while on this guy. I don't know what the next thing would be to make. I'm not sure. We're at 260. There's probably a few things that'd be worth. Oh, there we go. Making to skill up, but I just haven't. Fellpaw Scavenger. Okay, we need Ravagers. This is Angerclaw Mauler. We need Angerclaw Grizzlies. Okay, so these aren't quite right. So I'm pretty sure we have to go further north. We didn't get any. Okay, let's go this way. I'm almost completely positive that we need to go over here. I've got Trek, or what is it, find minerals out. Maybe we'll find some thorium or even mithril would be nice. True silver, anything that could give us a skill up would be wonderful. There's possibly rare spawns here, so I'm just gonna throw out like a target immo, see if we can spot a rare spawn around here. I think it'd be a little flame guy like this. But I very rarely find rare spawns in high level zones. I think that zones are so heavily traversed by people that you tend to just get them killed by whoever is here. Whereas low level zones, if you really look for rare spawns, you'll generally find them pretty easily. Yeah, it's scavenger, we need a ravager, so still not the right thing. Olm the Wise. Olm the Wise, I bet is an owl? Yeah, that would sort of make sense to me. Let's see if this Night Dragon's breath is up. I don't even see it here. Wait, is that it? Oh, it is up, but it's not clickable, which means that in the next 25 minutes it'll be clickable again. So, I don't know exactly. They're all on a 25-minute timer. But I'm not going to wait for those. Those are the ones I actually really like, especially for Shaman, because they regenerate, it's like around 500 health and 500 mana, which is pretty nice. Angerclaw, Grizzly, oh hey, that's what I was looking for. Okay. Let's get our chicken out, and let's, I guess, start, let's move up here a little bit. Let's drop some totems. I think the Ravagers might be a little bit farther north, but we'll find them. Alright. Anyway, they're at level 51, so it should be pretty easy. I don't think they might have like a disease debuff. We can cure diseases and poisons, so anything they would drop wouldn't really be a problem for us. Okay, they enrage. There's that. And they drop those bear jaws, which I think sell pretty well, like to the not the auction house, but the vendors. I think they sell okay. Let's pull it back. I think my gear, I've been thinking about this, if there's any major upgrades to make. I still want to get a new hat, because I've still got only leather for my hat. But I think everything else we're wearing mail. Yeah, that's good. Oh, there's like a knockdown and movement speed reduction by 50%. It's a little annoying. Not the worst thing, but a little annoying. Alright, let's move up. Yeah, I suspect we'll level up either from this quest itself, or just from turning it in. Like from, is this Ravagers? Perfect. Okay, so everything we need is right here. I'm gonna summon my chickens next to pull. There's a Sputnik. It's a guy. I was gonna say, am I like forgetting? I swear to God, this guy's in my guild, and I'm just like blanking on it. Yeah, he's in the other raid team. Like, I don't see him a lot because he's in the other raid team, like I mentioned. Hey, that paladin left me alone. That's great. The good news is most of the time I think people won't mess with us here because they are probably busy farming at this time of morning, and they probably, it's like 3 in the morning server time. They probably aren't gonna spend too much time like stopping to fight me. Although if I'm low enough health, they might stop. Just to, like, one-shot me or something. I'm gonna bandage after this kill. Wow, I almost died there. That was way closer than I thought it should have been. Alright, let's bandage up. I love these guys to drop something, like some purple or something crazy, but otherwise, I think a lot of these things will vendor pretty well. So, not too bad. Alright, we're done with our chicken for now. Let's do shrink ray next. Actually, you know what? Let's do... We need more mana. Let's do our mana next. Yeah, let's move up here. I don't really know how bad these wolves will be. They shouldn't be too bad. Out of range? Or what's going on? Okay. Alright, let's see what happens. We're really low on mana, but I think it'll be fine. We do have heal potions and all that, so, you know, we can, worst case scenario, use some of these things if we need to. I guess I could Noggin Fogger Elixir. I haven't done that in a while. Might as well just use these up instead of taking up the bag space doing nothing. And we turned into a skeleton, by the way, for 10 minutes, so... I recently, last night actually, I started working on it. Let's see, so today is September 21st, it's a Monday. This year is going so fast for me. I don't know what it is about this year, but it just seems like everything is going super fast. Let's drop one of these. Anyway, so today is Monday, and I think on Saturday I started putting together a new computer I was building just for fun. I don't know, what's this disease? Physical damage taken is increased by 12, we don't want that. Cured. And let's do a healing wave. The next mob I fight, I'm going to drop my Enamored Water Spirit. It should give us some good mana regen. I think the mobs we need just kind of move along this area over here. Up there. Oh, yeah. Okay, wow. Yeah, they're all over here. That's perfect. Alright, let's get in position. Drop some totems. Oh, yeah. Panda Cub needs to join us for sure. Let's do this. I was about to pull that mob with the fire totem, so I wanted to quickly shock him before that happens. Alright, we had a free shock there because of our proc, so I went ahead and do an earth shock at that guy. Or frost shock. Let's pull this back to our mana totem. Oh, nice. Okay, mana totem's gone, but we got another free proc. So I've been wanting to build a computer for a while. I haven't built one probably since... Did I build one this year? It must have been early in the year I might have put one together, but I'm not even sure if that's true. It might have been last year, the last time I really built a computer, and I really just like building computers for fun. Switch our trinkets out. Alright, let's just move up from here. I'll rebuff Wind Fury Weapon after this next kill. I'm just gonna pull this guy back. So, I've been just like, I don't know what you call it, just been wanting to build a computer. And I did starting Saturday and finished up Sunday. I didn't finish, but like I got it together enough to test it. So this computer is actually a company called, I think it's called Geek, like G-E-E-E, so there's like 3 E's and a K. So Geek, this guy hits hard and he enrages as well. Just gotta be careful with that. Let's just drink a big drink here and chill for a sec. Probably like 15 seconds of drinking here. So Geek makes, I left my AirPods at work, because I've been using my AirPods the last couple of episodes, or my headphones the last couple of episodes. I don't like being wired down now on my desk. It's so nice having like free movement, because this cord is like a little short, so it's kind of a pain sometimes. In case you were wondering about my cord length. Fell hook, level 60. Okay, well, not my problem right now because he's leaving me alone. It's great. I wish I could go over here and like position on the other side of this mob to drop totems. So maybe I can, get in range of, cleanse the Wind Blossom. Let's go with that. Let's drink this Wind Blossom, get 10 free stamina. This mob's gonna aggro on me, isn't he? Yep. I was gonna say he's like right there. Let's drink him. Looks like we're about to engage with this mob also over here, so we'll just fight this one for now. Anyway, so my computer's not totally built, but I put it together enough that I could test it out, and I plugged in my monitors here and made sure it works, and it booted up on the first attempt, or posted, which is great. It's always a little bit nerve-wracking in some weird way for me, if like, oh, is it gonna work or is it not gonna work? Like I'm always like, is it gonna work? Is it not gonna work? And you know, I don't know exactly. I always have a little bit of anxiety. It's like slight. Like what happens if I press the power button and it doesn't turn on? That's happened before to me. It usually requires a lot of troubleshooting. Sometimes it's very simple, like I forgot to plug something in. Other times it's like a dead component, which is pretty rare. I've had that happen I think once, but that's like the worst case scenario. Okay. Killed the bear. Let's loot this wind blossom. These are the things that give me 10 stamina and about 2,000 health back when I eat them. Frankly, I don't really care about them that much, but they're just like a free health buff, so it's kind of nice. Let's put our water spirit back. I actually need to eat anyway a little bit, so I'm just gonna eat one of these free foods. So, but yeah, I just wanted to build a computer. So it's I guess it's probably like, I'd say like a mid-range to like mid-low end, like a lower end build in terms of total cost, like a gaming computer. I have a power supply already. So I have what's called like an SF power supply. It's like a smaller form factor power supply. And I thankfully have one that I bought a while back, and I keep around just as like if I buy components and I'm going to test them out, make sure they're working, I use that one because I know it'll fit in pretty much every case. So I tend to use that one. Let's move this back. These totems are going to despawn anyway in a moment, but might as well get some use. So, I'm just thinking about when I move around. It's fine. Let's kill this mob here. Okay. You know what I kind of want to do real quick? I want to go check. I can't mount while shape-shifted. That's annoying. I always forget that until I try to do it. I just want to very quickly check that Night Dragon's Breath again, because I'd love to get some free Night Dragon's Breaths. They're so handy. And then I'll clear all these mobs on the way back, but I just want to like poke my head down here and see if it's available. All these mobs respawned anyway, looks like, so they'd be like perfect for me to come back and kill in a moment. And it's only like a 1-minute detour, so it's not going to take very long. We'll probably ding on these next few mobs, like before we finish the quest. I think we're going to level up, which is wonderful. There's another scavenger, not a ravager. Not up yet. Okay, or someone got it in between, that's fine. I thought it'd be worth a look. I might take another peek at it before I leave the area, like whenever we're done here. Oh, I can't quite make that jump on the slow mount. Alright, totems up. Let's go. Alright, got my enamored water spirit down. So, I have like this, it's like 600 watt SF power supply from Corsair. I think it was like $100 when I bought it, which was at the time, like over a year ago, pretty expensive for power supplies. But that's because it was a small one, and so you pay a little bit extra when you are getting like obscure sizes of things. But then, there's been like a big increase in power supply costs in the last year or so. And I don't know if it's due to like tariffs in the US or due to supply issues due to Corona or what, but there's like a little bit less availability. And I would say most power supplies are probably about maybe 50 to 100% more expensive than they would have been a year ago. So like that same power supply now is about $150. So I just keep it. I just keep it around in case I want a power supply to test something, or if something goes bad on my computer, I can give it a test. But it's like the only computer part I keep just because. Everything else I sell because I don't like keeping junk around that I'm not actively using. So I got that. That sounds like a sunk cost. I already had $100. But then I bought for about $100 a Ryzen 3 3100. It's a 4-core 8-thread processor. I wanted the 3300X, which is also 4-core 8-thread, but overall quite a bit better because of the way it's built, essentially. Like the cores, the way the cores are laid out is better for the 3300X, but it's not available anywhere, except for eBay, where the prices are marked up just way too much. It's just not worth it for my like limited use here. So I got a Ryzen 3100, about $100. I mentioned the case earlier that I was talking about. It's from a company called Geek. It's like G, 3 E's and a K. It shipped from Taiwan. The total cost was like $100 after shipping. With like I got like a riser cable that lets you put the graphics card separately from the motherboard. It kind of extends it out. So that was about $100 shipped for a case called the A40 version 3. It's a pretty small case. Like the total volume is right around 10 liters. if that gives you a sense. So if you're in the US, it's like about 2.5 gallons of milk, total size, total volume, I guess I'd say. So it's a pretty small case, and it actually only fits the small form factor power supplies that I have. So it was just fortunate that I had the power supply on hand. So $100 for the processor, $100 for the case, $100 technically for the power supply. Although I already bought that over a year ago. I put $50 of RAM in there. It's like just two 8 gigabyte sticks. It's about $50. Oh, we dinged. That's cool. More bear flanks from that guy. So we're gonna put one final point in reverberation. That's where we're gonna stop at this point, because now we can go into this next tier. I'm wondering if like elemental devastation isn't the way to go. That or Eye of the Storm. I don't know. I'm kind of back and forth on it, obviously. We need one more bear, so we're just going to finish the last bear here. Probably drop another water totem here in a moment. Yeah, let's do that now. Let's Strength of Earth out. Yeah. Grace of Air, okay. Alright, let's do that. So, the motherboard is like an A520. It's like the lowest tier of the newest types of motherboards. It's A520 from ASRock, and it was about $100 also, coincidentally. It was like $105. So at this point, motherboard, processor, power supply, case were $100 each, $400, $50 for the memory, so about $450. And then, what else am I missing? I bought a $60 NVMe SSD. It's like a 0.5 terabyte. Plus the $50 RAM, so that puts me at about $500, I think, for the whole thing. If my math isn't totally butchered here. I should probably switch my trinket out next time I blast this mob down. I just have $500. Motherboard 100, case 100, CPU 100, power supply 100. Yeah, about 500, a little over 500, about 515, let's say at this point. Let's go with the shrink ray this time. Now we only need the wolves at this point, so we can just focus on wolves. I'm just gonna pull with this. I don't want to dump a ton of totems, I don't think. Let's throw one more. A CPU cooler is about $50. It's like a Noctua, what's it called? Like L9IA. It's like a low profile cooler from them. It's like a Chromax, so it's all black. I'll probably post some photos on Twitter at some point, but not right now. They might be up by the time this video is up. CPU cooler, and then a few small like 92mm fans from a company called Be Quiet. They're all like solid black fans, look kind of nice. I think they're like $7 each, so that's about another $20. We got 4 more wolves to kill, by the way, so we're closing in on the end of this quest. So we shrunk the wolf, that's good. I might just drink after this mob, so I'm just going to burn through some mana a little bit. And then am I forgetting anything? Cooler, fans, case... Oh, the graphics card, right? Duh. So at this point I think I'm up to about, let's say, $600 for everything. And the last part I put in there was about $150. It was an open box item I got from a computer store nearby. So someone had bought it and returned it. It was actually kind of funny because when I let's buff up. Let's just do let's drink. When I bought it, it had been taped shut again. It's just like Scotch tape, right? Like clear tape. And I guess the employee that was doing that was wearing gloves, because Corona concerns. And the tip of their finger on their glove got stuck under the tape, and when they pulled their hand out, it must have ripped the glove. And I didn't realize this until like a couple weeks after I bought the thing, but the bottom side of the box that the graphics card came in had like that guy's or person's glove fingertip like ripped off and taped to the bottom of the box. It's like, that's a little gross. Like, it's not that gross, but it's a little gross. Let's get our Dragonling out. I haven't used them yet today. Yeah, Dragonling sounds fun. There's another wolf, a couple wolves over here. So yeah, these are the last 3 wolves we need. We'll just clear all these. And then on the way out, I'll quickly check to see if that night dragon's up. And if it's not, I'll just hearth back to Orgrimmar. So, kind of want to get a little, it's like a very basic screenshot here. Let's pull this guy back. Let's get a Dragonling. This guy's a beast. There's actually a Guardian, I guess technically. Wow, he hits hard. I mean, that thing actually does a decent amount of DPS. It's hitting about as hard as my totem's hitting. At least sometimes. Let's cure that disease. Alright, we're just gonna rush this guy and just hit him with everything we got. Just dump all my totems on him. Dragonling apparently does a flame breath sometimes. That's cool looking. I forgot it does that. I mean, I've seen it now that I think about it. Okay, we're all done. Alright, let's get out of here. Dragonling's on cooldown for a while. Switch to my carrot. Probably makes more sense. Let's go check on the Night Dragon's Breath, and then after that I'm just going to hearth it back to Orgrimmar, and then we're going to fly down to Feralis and turn in these 2 quests. We have one from last episode still, you may recall. Alright, Dragonling has deceased. That's sad. I bet this Warlock's going to kill me. Maybe. He kind of looked at me funny. Yes, the Night Dragon's Breath is up. Let's get it before that Warlock kills me. I feel like these things are valuable enough that even like people in raids will sometimes use them as like cheap potions. Alright, that was cool. You think I can get out of here before that Warlock finds me? So there's Night Dragon's Breath, so we got 5 of them for that. They heal about, let's say, it's 400, it's about 400, probably 425 mana and health on average. So it's kind of nice because it heals both mana and health, so it's got a use. I like him personally. Oh yeah, Gammon's up. Wow, we just one-shot with the Flame Shock, nice. Sick. Alright, let's check the mail, the bank, and clear some stuff, and sell some stuff here. Oh, the Cat's Eye Elixir sold, that's nice. This I don't really care about, the Thalendra Seeds. They're like never gonna sell, it seems like. Oh, we can use this now. Our Brain Hacker. So here's the question. What's my weapon skill for a 2-handed axe? It's 170. So comparing these weapons, so this one, for example, is about 50 DPS, it's rounded, and this one is like 57 DPS, so it's 7 more DPS. It's a little faster attack speed, so actually but still the damage overall is still higher per swing, and has a chance on hit to wound the target for 250 damage average, and lowers her intellect by 25 through 30 seconds. That debuff is probably worthless in PvE, but kind of fun in PvP, I guess. But this one has a debuff that deals, okay, about 200 damage, plus 36 more. So if the proc rate's higher on this, then it's better. If it's lower, then this would be better. But I also want to get an enchant on it if I use it. Okay, let's go to the mail, or the bank real fast. I think I do want to switch those weapons over.
Blood and thunder.
And then what I wanted to do here was... Oh, what am I thinking I wanted to do? My healing staff. I don't want this anymore. We have this offhand anyway. I forgot where we got this from. The Flask of Forest Mojo. It's 8 intellect, plus 9 magical healing and damage. That seems better combined with this than just having stats on that. So now I've got a cool offhand to go with it. Seems nice. And then more consumables up here. I think, yeah, I might go buy the mats if I can find an enchanter in town here. Let's repair and let's just sell off the bear jaws. Those are actually selling pretty well. We got a few gold worth of stuff from all that. It's kind of nice. The staff we're not going to use anymore. We'll sell that. Okay. Now what I want to do is probably list how much the Vibrant Plumes sell for. It looks like They sell for not like 8 silver each. I think there's a use for vibrant plumes that would make it worth selling them. At about 8 silver each. Alright, let's check this out. Let's start by appraising the vibrant plumes. If these sell, they're selling for about twice as much on there. So let's do this. 8 silver each. We'll undercut people a bit, and that would be a little bit of extra money. And the Wicked Claws, they're selling for like 9 silver each. I think that's still better than vendor price. Let's do that. Now, what I want to do is look up the mats. I can't remember what fiery weapon costs. I think I went fiery on this thing instead of life stealing. Fiery weapon enchant classic. It's pretty cheap, I think both of them are, but I can't quite remember. So fiery requires 4 small radiant shard and essence of fire. Small radiant. These are like forged gold each. Oh, not even that. A little bit less. And then these should be cheap too. Well, I'll buy one of those. Thankfully, there's one available. And small radiant shard. I need 4 of these. So, okay. I don't know if anyone's on right now that can do this. Looking for fiery weapon enchant my mats plus tip. There's got to be someone here that can do this. I think I should probably get an invite pretty quickly. Alright.
Hey there.
Pass over the goods, the Magi Boy trade. Put the brain hacker down there. Let's throw a...
I am in your debt.
Alright. Thank you. Whoops. Let's whisper sky. Thank you. Yep, but thank you. That was fast. Alright, so let's just equip this thing, even though I need to train the weapon skill a little bit more. Oh yeah, that looks cool. I like it. We're gonna go hack some brains at this thing eventually, but we're gonna have to train our weapon skill more. So I'm gonna keep our mace on us, so that way if we're fighting mobs that are like smoking us, then I won't have as much trouble. I can always like switch weapons, but eventually I'll get this skilled up. It is sad because honestly, I'm going to eventually have to lose all these skills when I respec. So the way it works is start flying. I might skip or speed up the video for this. Let's go to Feralis. What ends up happening is when you respec as a shaman, you lose this talent, the two-handed axes and maces. And when you lose that, you have to you lose your weapon skill. It's not remembered, so you have to retrain it all, which is one of the worst like quality of life things in Classic, I think. But it's also kind of like a funny quirk. Like I don't know. It's kind of funny, but it definitely makes respecing as a shaman way more painful than almost any other class, in my opinion. I think there might be. I don't know if there's any other class that has a kind of like talent that gives you a weapon skill like that. But anyway, so we're gonna fly down to Feralis now. So back to my computer. So for like 100 and I think after tax like 150, I got this open box graphics card that had this stupid piece of tape with a glove stuck in it, which is ridiculous. And what the graphics card I bought was a Radeon 4GB 5500 XT. This is a pretty like, I wouldn't say like low end, but it's on the lower end of like gaming graphics cards. But it's frankly, it's actually quite good for the price, especially for getting it for like $150, including tax. It was like $140 before tax or so. Normally, I think it sells for closer to like $180 to $200, and it's a little expensive at that. Like, it's a little overpriced in my opinion. It ends up being comparable to something from NVIDIA called like a 1650 Super. But this one is just, when you get it at this price, it then becomes, I would say, a better purchase than the 1650 Super, like hands down better at that price. So I got that, and it worked fine. It was open box, but it worked totally fine, looked totally fine. There's no damage to it. Everything was included, so it just seemed like it was purchased and opened and returned maybe. But yeah, so I plugged it all in, and the way this case works, it's pretty small. It's like very thin. It's a very tight fit for everything. It's the smallest computer ever built from scratch. I've done like some, what do you call them? Like desk minis. Like they're almost like they're like literally like this big. They're almost like the size of, gosh, I don't know what you compare it to. There's one over here. My wife has one, so I'm looking over here. I would almost say it's like a, I don't even know what you compare it to. It's like a glass of water or something. It's like a 2 glasses of water, like a quarter or a third of a tissue box. And so that I've built in before, but that's kind of already like pre-assembled. So all you're really doing is putting the RAM and the processor in, and you're basically done. And like a hard drive, and you're basically done. This one, the case itself was disassembled. So I had to build the case. And the case itself was a little bit complicated because the instructions weren't the most clear, but I actually got it in my first attempt. I didn't have to like tear it down and restart. But I was worried the whole way through that I made a mistake in building it and the sizes were off. And as a result, when I was putting the computer together, like putting the motherboard and the graphics card, the cable that connects the graphics card to the motherboard wasn't fitting. And I thought that maybe I built the case wrong in some way, or it was off a little bit. It turns out, looking online on Reddit, I found different people that had built in similar case in this company, but not this specific one. And I'd found that basically what I found was that it's a tight fit. Like, it's well known that it's a tight fit for that graphics card, for the PCIe riser cable that connects the motherboard to the graphics card. And there's like almost no tolerance built into it. I mean, when they machined all that stuff, they were like, all right, we've got 10 millimeters, we're giving you exactly 10 millimeters. Like, there is very little room to spare. So it's snug. But it's all working. I plugged in last night, pressed the power button, and it turned on. I was like, holy cow, it actually works. I really didn't think it was going to power on. I thought there was going to be some problem with the GPU not connecting. Okay, so it all works, and I put Windows on there, and then I did all my updates and everything, and I need to start doing some benchmarks on it, because the next thing I want to do, I'm not making a video for this, by the way. Like, I have made videos in the past for computer builds and things I've done, but I frankly just wanted to build something for fun. I actually don't really know what I'm going to do with it now. I may end up playing with it for a month or two and then just tearing it down and reselling all the internal parts separately and keep the case. I like the case, I might just keep that. But yeah, so I'm not going to make a video, but I'm going to make like a post on Reddit on like the Build a PC subreddit, because I've not seen anyone there's like no reviews on this case. This is the A40 version 3 from Geek. I could not find a single review online for this case. No videos, nothing. There's one video that like shows the parts, like literally like an unboxing, and then it shows it assembled. It doesn't even show how to assemble, just very bare bones. And then there's one that it literally like 3 days ago a video came out, it has like 12 views that I barely could find on YouTube, that was showing someone, I think it showed someone assembling it, but it didn't show them putting any components in it. So like they built it, but it didn't show them putting components in, which is where I got a little bit concerned with like the riser cable like I mentioned. So there's almost nothing on it. So I took some pictures while I was building it, and I'm just going to do a quick write-up and a review on Reddit. So at least if someone Googles, Geek A40 version 3 case review, they might find my post. We're in for all this, by the way, so I'm going to turn these quests in. They might find my post, which would at least give them some insight about my thoughts on it. It's a pretty good case overall, is the spoiler, but it's got some issues and some hiccups with building that I think if I mention would help people in the future that are trying to build. Let's turn this quest. The Vengeance on the North Spring. This is the Harpy quest we did last episode or 2 episodes back, there was also like the Dark Heart quest, the named mob, but we never found the horn, so I give up on it. And that's 3,600 experience, 55 silver, and the Strength of Corruption. It sounds from your descriptions as if the creatures show a mindless ferocity. Stay alert. It would be in your best interest to learn more of the corruption. That was 5,100. So maybe that's it. Really? Yeah. Those quests are already there. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's it. Well, now we're going to go to Ungoro, which, do we have the flight point to Ungoro? Did I ever grab it? I think I did.
Peace, friend.
Yeah, when we went to Silithus, I grabbed it.
Walk.
I'm getting closer to being able to do Silithus quest, which is nice. Honestly, it's kind of cool because I'll probably be able to level in Ungoro pretty well. Like, we're a little high level for it. I would honestly say Ungoro is more of a, yeah, like the add-on I have here says 48 to 55, and I would agree with that. It's like a low 50s. By the time you're at 55, you're not out-leveling the quest, I don't think, yet, but there's going to be a lot of green quests. So that's nice, kind of, in a sense. Like, here's one right here is a green quest, the white Ravasar claws we need. We can work on that. Oh, we got a batch of ooze to do. Our quest log's not overly full right now, which is kind of nice. Oh, the stones that bind us is actually yellow to us now, so we could do that. I wouldn't mind doing this, like the fallen hero of the horde quest line that we started 20 episodes ago, and then the levels jump up pretty fast, and when that happens, it's kind of like a little tough to do it, so I haven't continued it, but at some point I probably would do that. So, anyway, just the closing statement on that computer case. Yeah, I'll probably put a review on Build a PC, just so someone that Googles it. It's like I Googled it, I couldn't find the info, but I saw a lot of good reviews on their other cases, and this one fit like the size I was looking for, and was within my budget. So, altogether this computer is about $700, and frankly, it'll be a great, like, 1080p gaming PC. Like, it's going to be very solid. I'm going to run some benchmarks in the next, like, week or two just for fun, and I'm considering setting it up in my living room and plugging it into my TV, which is like a 1080p TV, and playing, like, WoW on my TV. Like, I've never done that in my entire life, and it sounds kind of fun. We don't have a huge TV. We have, like, I think it's a 39-inch, but it's like a 39 to 40-inch TV. Excuse me. And it's frankly just kind of it was like a cheap TV. I think I spent $200 on it in 2012. Like, actually, that is very cheap for 2012 40-inch 1080p TV. That was like the low end. That was really, really low end. I actually got it because Best Buy used to have this like rewards thing where you could go on their website if you're a rewards member and like play games daily. There's some like quizzes or games or something you do. This is back like 2010, probably 2011, 2012. It might have been even in 2013. And they got rid of it eventually, but you go on there and you get like 50 points a day or whatever. And when you accrue points, you could turn them in for gift certificates. And I got like, this was me, I was in grad school, so I was like really like every little dollar I could save up for something would be great. And I eventually, how did this work? I basically did that. I saved up a bunch of these points over the course of like 6 months. They eventually got rid of the program because it was like free money, even though it took like, it's like 30 seconds a day or something, a minute a day to get like $5 in credit or something. It was kind of insane. And I ended up basically cashing it out for that TV because my old TV got stolen because my home was burglarized when I was at work one day, when I was a grad student, like my first year of grad school. And I think I might have talked, did I? No, this would have been years before I even started my YouTube channel. We landed in Ngoro Crater in Marshall's Refuge, by the way. Yeah, in like 2012, when I was like early 20s, I was at work one day. I was at lab late till like 7 or 8 p.m. Came home, and my TV was gone. My bunch of DVDs and stuff had been stolen. It was probably like $1,500 worth of stuff. It was like pretty much all my electronics. Like basically every DVD I had, CDs. I had a video game console. It was like one of those retro Genesis emulator type of consoles. My TV, Roku, a few things were all just like straight up stolen out of my house. It was not a huge mess, but it was definitely some like mess in my home, and my like back porch had been smashed in the door. So I was like, well, this sucks. Never happened again while I lived in that home in grad school, thankfully. But yeah, Yeah, so I had the Best Buy certificate. I had renter's insurance, which helped a ton, but it's still, by the time I paid the deposit, or oh, why am I forgetting the name for it? Jeez, why am I forgetting that? Okay, you know, you have like an insurance claim, and like you were claiming $2,000 in damage, but they're like, oh, you have to pay the deductible. That's what it is. After my deductible, I lost like, you know, still like $1,000 worth of stuff or $500 worth of stuff, or $1,000, something that was out of pocket, so it kind of sucked. Anyway, long story short, old jank TV, might plug my TV into it, or my computer into it, and play some WoW on the weekend on a big screen. Be kind of fun. Even if it doesn't look great, it might be kind of fun. So, we're in Goro. There's a bunch of quests here. I'm just going to pick up everything.
Yeah, what do you want? Pleasure doing business.
For the time being, because I think we have space for it all.
Yo! Keep it real!
And then,
Hello.
or maybe not even, there's a lot
See
here.
you later.
How are you? See you
And
later.
I'm going to grab everything I can, and I think there's another quest like around this little tree stump here. No, there's a turn in there. Maybe there's a quest up here. I thought there's like Mario. This guy's I'm looking for. The Mario looking dude named Larion, and then there's
How are you?
Moejan is his brother.
Keep your feet on the
We
ground.
got 2 more spots for quests. There's also some quests down here at the entrance that I haven't picked up yet, that I might grab, and there's one over there. There might be one like deep in this cave, but I could be wrong on that. Might be 3 deep in this cave actually. It might be a group of quests. I think these are the quests to grab these crystals. I love this cave, by the way. I've talked about this every Let's Play I've ever done on this channel. Where I've been in this cave, I think I commented on how I love the way this cave looks. It's just awesome. I'm looking forward to brain hacking some people here. Let's get the chicken out. Are there quests in here or not? It might be. There's like, yeah, there is at least one.
Good day to you.
Collect 7 power crystals of each color.
Very well then.
Okay. I guess I didn't really need this quest. I might drop this one if I run out of space, because you can collect the crystals without having this quest. But if we look at our quest log now, we've got a lot of yellow and green quests, so not bad. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Should be a pretty good chunk of questing. While we're running out here, I'm going to quickly thank my Patreon support, especially Luke D and Chris S. They're my top level supporters, so thank you both especially, but as always, thanks to everyone that supports this channel. It's appreciated. Oh, I aggro these stupid lashers. Pests, whatever. I can never figure out how these magma totems work. It kind of seems like they like instantly die. Let's do this. Like if I do this, if I drop this Fire Nova totem, it like doesn't finish. Like as soon as I cast it, it gets like aggroed. It's just strange to me. I need to pull out a weapon that doesn't miss a bunch and kill these things. And at least I'm getting like 50 damage in from that one, but let's do this. I don't really have to kill these for any reason. I could probably just run away, but I kind of feel like killing them. And they're pretty squishy, you know? But yeah, I never quite figured this out, but the Fire Nova totem, for whatever reason, it's like when you cast it, it aggroes mobs. So the only way for it to actually do anything in PvE seems like you have to have threat on all the mobs first, and then you can drop it. I don't think you can loot these guys, can you? Huh. I kind of assumed I could loot them when I was doing this, but there's like nothing. I should just ran away. My bad. Alright, there's also the Shizzle's Fire quest. And then I think we're about full. There might be one more quest down here. And I would drop the Power Crystals quest for this one. Depending on what this is. I don't remember exactly what this quest is.
Great to meet you. Oh.
Find Amy and then go... Okay, so this one I'll do later. Alright, so what do I need right now? I don't even know. The dinosaur bones are like way down here, I think. Let's go do that, sure. Alright, I took a quick AFK. My wife needed me for something real quick. I'm trying to think of the quest I'm going to do here. I think this is probably what I want to do. Probably work on... Yeah, it's a good combination of things. Alright, so I think what I want to do is head south down here for the dinosaur bones, which I think are down there, pretty sure. Along the way, I'm going to pick up any crystals or blood petal sprouts I find, and kill any lashers I see. I think that's the plan. Dolominic, level 59 rogue. He's almost 60. I guess that's one way to level up, is just grind it out here. So I put on my carrot on a stick at this point. Yeah, there's not like a perfect way to do all these quests, by the way. Like, there's just a bunch of ways to quest out here. And there's definitely like a kind of a more efficient route and less efficient route. But I'm pretty happy with doing this. Just to kind of run down here, getting the dinosaur bones. It's a pretty easy one. And then kill lashers along the way, get the blood petal sprouts that I see, I loot them up, get the crystals that I see. I think that all makes sense. This guy's actually kind of slow dying. This is poison. Mana leech every 3 seconds. Oh, I always cure that immediately. Speaking of poison, our guild sells and killed Viscidus in AQ40, but frankly we haven't tried him in a couple weeks either for a few reasons. But we've gotten it down where we almost got Cthulhu in one night. Oro and Cthulhu in the same night as a pretty much like an 8 out of 9 AQ in one night. We're very, very close. We got one attempt in on Cthulhu and then wiped. We had like a really bad initial pull, like pretty much almost on the pull. A few people died to the I-beam thing. So we're getting close though to one doing almost all of AQ in one night. What we ended up doing is that was like Tuesday night, and then Thursday night, our second raid night, we went back and ooh, a mangled journal. What is that? Return to Marshall's refuge. Willard and Marshall. Okay. I have to assume this guy. Okay, interesting. I need these trappers also. I also need pterodaxes, I think, right? Yeah, I need these pterodaxes too. I need dimetrodon scales too. There's a lot of stuff out here I need, frankly. It's kind of cool. I just kill everything around here and look for the dinosaur bones at the same time. Although I think I'm still not far enough south. We're going to definitely end this episode shortly, and I'm just going to like log out around here. Still got like a full level of rested experience anyway. I don't think it's worth like, ooh, Arthas Tears, Angoro soil. We need the soil too. I should be looting that while I'm out here. Let's pull this back to us. You gotta watch out for that. Those Ironhide Devil Sars, or any of the Devil Sars, they're kind of scary. For sure. I'm a little low on health, so I'm gonna try and nuke this thing down before I die. Alright. Yeah, so we need to kill these mobs. We also need those webbed scales. Perfect. Let's eat and drink a little bit. What was I saying? I was talking about something here. I don't recall now. Well, yeah, we're going to wrap up here in a little bit. I'm just going to keep kind of moving down and killing whatever mobs I see along the way. Let's get our chicken. Let's kill this guy. Yeah, I can't use my my brain hacker right now. I need to definitely not miss on these guys a lot because they're just still too high level. So I'm gonna have to like train my weapon. I might do that off camera because it's really boring. Like it's frankly super boring. So I might just do it off camera soonish because I want to use it. Now let's pull this guy. Get a free cast with our clear casting here. Let's get a chicken set up. We got another free cast. There's a power crystal pick up. There's a lot of things in this zone to loot. I mean, the bags are going to be full quite soon. But thankfully, we got a fair amount of bag space, so it shouldn't be too bad. Another scale, good. Another mob killed, good. But yeah, I'm thinking just to eliminate quests like dinosaur bones. Let's pull us back to the chicken. What am I doing? Like dinosaur bones and this hive sample might be easy ones to kind of wrap up, so it might be worth it. This bone-bladed weapon, the white Ravasar claws. Where is that at? Oh, we got a dinosaur bone from this guy. Cool. I forgot they can drop those too. That's nice. Huh. I think it's just from these, there's like raptors over here that drop it, I think. I'm pretty sure. But again, I'll figure that out shortly. Let's get our shrink ray out. Let's get this, and then we'll kill maybe a couple mobs and probably call it a day. I'll probably just log out kind of near a tree where it's a little bit safer to log out. It is a very rainy day in Ngoro, which I can appreciate. There's those oozes we need. Okay. So we need those for the quest for Undercity, so that's good. Take care of these next. Oh, I did get a cluck bonus from that guy. Cool. I assume these have like a high level of resist, but I don't know if it's true to like nature attacks. I'm not, you know, who knows. Shrunk him, sweet. Good job. Alright, let's totem up, fully kill this mob, and pull a couple of these things here, maybe like 3 more mobs, and I'll call it a day. But yeah, so we should be in a good shape to just grind a lot of mobs next episode or so. There's our sample we needed. We need like probably 20 of these at least. I'm going to collect a ton of them before we go back. Okay, that's annoying. Armor reduced and nature damage inflicted. And it's not a poison or disease or anything, it's just, it is what it is, I guess. Look at that. About 85 damage inflicted every 5 seconds. Armor reduced by about 800. Boo. 761. Oh, we rolled it low at least. Or was that a high roll, I guess, from my perspective, but low roll for them. Okay, another mob dead. It seems like every time we kill these mobs, they drop that poison. That's terrible. Yuck. Okay. Alright, I think we got all of our totems, right? What am I missing? Oh, mana spring, sure. I'm gonna try and burn this down before it kills me. Oh boy. Let's kill that poison. I use my Night Dragon's Breath there to get a little bit of health, a little bit of mana. Let's kill that poison again. Okay. Okay, we made it. I'm just gonna log out in this thing here. I probably should like drink or bandage before I log out so I don't log in and then like get aggro on some random mob and die immediately. So anyway, next episode we're just straight up just murdering everything in Ngoro. We're gonna loot everything, murder everything, steal all the good stuff, turn it in. I'm hoping to get like 3 to 5 quests done next episode. Oh yeah, we're gonna do the crate of foodstuffs and the research equipment. I think the crate is over here and the food's over here, or maybe it's the other way around. But I gotta find those while I'm here too. They're convenient. Anyway, we got a ton we're going to do next episode, so look forward to it, folks. It's going to be a good one, lots of experience. I bet we get about halfway through the level by the time we turn all those quests. So anyway, that is all for today. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.